Hey friends, your mate Paul, Mike and Jess here.
Welcome to Regeneration Nation TV. We are on episode 4. This is Rise of the Machines. This is Cunk on Earth.
I love this Terminator movie. Actually, it's pretty mid, if I'm being real. But
yeah. I didn't really get into the Terminator movies. I've seen maybe two of them.
Well, hopefully it's the greatest one.
Probably. The first one and then the Sarah Connor one.
Okay, let's get into this. I don't want to. Wow.
Sorry, that was my form of rage baiting. I'm sorry, you guys.
Was I okay? You successfully rage baited the hell out of me just then. Wow. I was about to be like. All right. Anyways.
I know Sarah Connor's the robot, guys. Duh.
Stop. Stop it right now. Why did I even bring this over to the Terminator franchise so somebody else can ruin my childhood? Let's get into this. We've got links down below where you can get your hands on this great show. We've reacted to plenty of things Philomena Cunk related. So if this is your first time, we've got a playlist down there for you.
You got plenty of stuff to catch up on.
Yeah. There's some links for some discounts on Christmas toys.
Don't click those links.
That's actually pretty messed up to say that there's links for discounts on Christmas toys. That was a joke.
Christmas is coming up.
That was a messed up joke.
Don't click on them. He's so rude.
That was a really messed up joke. It was improv.
Improbable, impossible improv.
Last time, we saw how the Renaissance turned Europe from a load of mud and parsnips into a posh resort full of paintings, and how this awakening led to a string of people power uprisings that put the establishment on its arse. But the revolutions were just beginning. Humankind was about to leap forward again by taming metal and electricity. Progress would usher in a new era of convenience and entertainment, but also threaten the existence of all life on Earth. So swings and roundabouts, really.
This week, it's the rise of the machines here on Earth, and also here on Cunk On Earth.
This is going to be my least favorite episode. I can already tell you right now, it's going to be too real.
Okay, yeah.
What?
No, I said because. You have to elaborate. Why?
Oh, gotcha. I thought you were going to say why, because.
No.
Because it's too real, man. That nuclear explosion was enough for me. I'm checked out.
Mm-hmm. It's quite terrifying.
Fear-mongering.
For centuries, everything in nature, from people to cows, ran on this. Fresh air. If you haven't heard of air, it's an invisible blend of gases so addictive we suffer fatal withdrawal symptoms within minutes of our supply being cut off.
This is true.
This dependency made air's rival water jealous.
Water needed to up its game. It needed to become more indispensable to us, its natural masters. It was feeling the heat that turned it into something useful. Steam.
Steam could be harnessed to power all kinds of machines.
And nowhere went steam bonkers quite like America, where it would change the shape of the country's face forever. To understand why, I'm afraid we have to look at a map. At first, settlers had stuck to the edges of America, leaving the middle untouched, like a frozen pie in a microwave. But Americans back then weren't the humble, unassuming people they still aren't today. They believed in something called manifest destiny, the belief that all the land belonged to them, and that God wanted them to go west and claim it back from the Native Americans he put there first by mistake.
What is manifest destiny?
Manifest destiny is a ideology that was in the 1840s and 50s in the United States, that America had a God-given right to take over the rest of the continent and sort of spread its values and its virtues from sea to shining sea.
Right, so it's God's plan.
That was the idea, yes.
Doesn't this make you God's slaves?
Well, I think what the people at the time would say is that they were God's missionaries on earth, and so they felt that they were willingly enacting his policies rather than being forced to do so.
But at the very least, you're God's bitches.
But manifesting your destiny was dangerous. You had to trundle across a perilous landscape in a rickety wagon on the brink of starvation or shitting yourself to death with dysentery, getting bitten by snakes or butchered by Apaches. Almost as if God didn't want them to do this after all.
But the invention of the steam train changed all that.
The steam train laughed in the wagon's face. Not literally, this isn't a children's book.
The Americans released steam engines into the wild, carving routes across the land and changing the balance of power. Now, fighting with Native Americans could be conducted at high speed and with an accompanying Buffy car service. Thanks to the railroads, small towns formed all across the West. They were tough, lawless places where summary justice was dispensed down the barrel of a gun, as cowboys did whatever it took to protect their cows and their boys.
So can you talk us through what this is here?
Cowboys.
Dude, this time period is like one of my favorite, though.
It is.
It is such a cool time
All I
period.
see is Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah, and Westworld, that show Westworld. But
Oh
just
my gosh, that was
all
a good
the
show.
movies. See, I missed out on a lot of old Western movies, but the ones that I have seen, I've really enjoyed. So, I don't know.
I like
Justice
this
was
little town
dispensed
setting.
down the barrel of a gun, as cowboys did whatever it took to protect their cows and their boys.
So can you talk us through what this is here?
So this is the Colt single-action Army revolver, the Colt 45, and you load it through here, and you'd have to cock the hammer back for each shot.
Would
Wait,
this
I've
only
seen this guy on YouTube before. He does video breakdowns of like video game guns and how if they're like actually able to be used in real life or not, like if they're
that's
actually
cool.
realistic.
Army revolver, the Colt 45,
I swear
and you load it through here, and you'd have to cock the hammer back for each shot.
Would this only kill people during the olden days, or could it kill modern people too?
I'm afraid it definitely could kill modern people.
It's so old, it sort of looks clockwork, doesn't it? Do the
Does.
bullets come out slowly? Could you sort of outrun the bullet?
You definitely couldn't outrun the bullet. You're right to say it looks clockwork. It's very like a clock mechanism, with a ratchet inside.
Rat shit.
A ratchet.
Where do the bullets come out? Do they come out of that pipe bit?
They do, yeah, that's the barrel.
Can I hold that up and look down the end of it, or will that shoot me in the eye?
It's generally frowned upon.
So would getting shot in the eye actually hurt? Because it's just a sort of water bag, isn't it, your eye? I bet it'd just pop and sting a bit, but you'd basically be able to go about your business.
I don't know. I don't think there's any good place to get shot.
Why does humankind feel the need to invent killing machines like this? And could you keep your answer to a sort of soundbite length?
Because we're human, I suppose. It seems to be built in to us to fight for resources, other humans.
Yeah.
Can't seem to get away from it.
I know, I just think we're mental.
Guns play a huge role in shaping a
She's not wrong. This dude,
He
really
was good.
doesn't.
He really rose to the occasion when she said keep it in a short soundbite answer, and
It's
I
a
think he did pretty dang
clear
good.
contrast, though, when she's interviewing the Americans and the Brits. It's like a clear difference in like interview and just feeling in it. I feel like I don't know.
America and also in killing people. Even now, the use of firearms is an integral part of their national identity.
How come Americans have the right to kill anyone they want with a gun?
Well, they don't. Murder is illegal in the United States, but they do have the right to own weapons.
They have the right to bear
Well,
arms.
they don't.
Correct.
But bears don't have arms.
They do, actually.
Oh, do they? I thought they were legs.
Well, I'm not a biologist, but I suppose that when they stand up, they're probably arms.
With its
He said they do actually. Oh,
And he said it with a straight face. I can appreciate these people so much.
I would have
He
just been like,
literally
what's
said,
that have to
"But
do with
bears-
this?
But bears don't have arms. They do, actually.
It's like the fact that he needed to correct, even though you corrected her or who's right, who's wrong, doesn't even matter on that.
Gosh.
The fact that he actually went down that rabbit hole with
The
her.
right to bear arms. They do. But bears don't have arms. They do.
Oh, do they? I
Yes.
thought they were legs. It was the first modern war, when you can see from the photos it was ages ago.
Well, it's interesting you reference the photos because it's the first war that photography really played a part. It was something where photographs were part of the conflict and documenting the violence.
Must have been quite exciting going to Snappy Snaps afterwards and seeing which ones had turned out and which ones hadn't.
After 4 long years of war-related violence,
I wanted to see his damn
That's
reaction
the
to
only
that
thing
one.
that gets me in this show. Every time you actually want to see the reaction of the person she's interviewing, they cut it off. I'm like, no, I wanted to see what he said after that.
Like, what?
What the heck?
Take him down to Snappy Snaps. It's like the film, you know, the film store where you get it. What is it even called? We're in the new age.
What do
We're
you
almost
mean?
40, and even we grew up in the post like Kodak getting your film processed.
Right. You get it
age.
processed, yeah. Like
That
where
movie
it's like,
with Robin Williams. Like I'm like I never saw that type of store. There's
my
a really
dad used to do that.
a horror movie with Robin Williams back in the day, where he's like he works at one of those places, but I never seen him.
Yeah, I never seen one of them in
I've
real
seen
life.
him in movies
but
and cartoons.
Yeah, definitely in movies.
Quite exciting going to Snappy
when
Snaps.
Lincoln was president, at long last slavery was abolished and replaced with simple racial prejudice. But Abraham Lincoln's story didn't have a happy ending. 5 days after the North won, a terrible fate befell him. He was forced to go to the theatre to watch a play.
He was put out of his misery by a kindly gunman, but cruelly, not until the 3rd act. Abraham Lincoln was shot in the theatre box, wasn't he? Where is that on the body?
Oh, I think you're referring to the physical location he was in when he was shot, which was in the presidential box at Ford's Theater in Washington, D.C.
And why was he shot? Was it because he wouldn't take his hat off? Because that's quite annoying in the theatre, isn't it, when someone's in front of you with a hat on?
Well, he was in the presidential box, so there wasn't anyone behind him, as far as I know. But he was shot by a man named John Wilkes Booth, who was a believer in the Confederacy.
How did being shot in the head affect Lincoln's ability to lead?
Well, it ended it because he died about 12 hours after he was shot.
So he couldn't carry on?
He couldn't, no, not as a corpse, unfortunately.
Lincoln's life may have been
Said
snuffed
that
out.
with a
Like
straight
this guy,
face. He said
this
not
guy
as a corpse.
has anger issues, and he's hiding them well, but I could see him.
Anger
He's
issues?
a boiling pot of water.
Or he thinks this is the greatest thing ever, and he's just excited to just keep a straight face and say these sarcastic statements.
He punched something when he left this interview, man.
Well, it ended it because he died about 12 hours after he was shot.
So he couldn't carry on?
He couldn't, no, not as a corpse, unfortunately.
Lincoln's light may have been snuffed out, but America's was about to do the opposite. Americans had been toying with electricity ever since Benjamin Franklin put a key on a kite string to unlock lightning from the sky. Then, in 1878, Thomas Edison worked out how to use that power to make something extraordinary.
It's hard to imagine a world where Edison didn't invent the light bulb. And even if you did imagine it, it would be too dark to see what was in it. How did people see during the day before Edison invented light?
Light comes from the sun, so people could see during the day because of the sun. What they needed the light bulb for was during the night, when there isn't any sun and when you can't see.
So what did people use before light bulbs?
Well, they used candles, or they used oil.
So we had daylight during the day and we had candles at night.
Yes.
So we didn't need light bulbs. His life's work was meaningless.
Another of Edison's incredible...
I'm honestly shocked that they're just giving Edison all the credit right now with what the videos that we've reacted to in the past. Wow.
How dare they?
Netflix is like, no, it's Edison and only Edison. We don't know what's going to happen here in a second.
During the day and we had candles at night.
You
Yes.
heard it here.
So we didn't need light bulbs. His life's work was meaningless.
Another of Edison's incredible inventions was the phonograph.
Can you make it stop?
Yes, of course.
It's incredible, isn't it, that we're here now, but that voice came from years ago. If I speak into this trumpet bit, can I ask the person a question about what it's like where they are?
No, you can't, because the recording was made over 100 years ago.
But it's a phonograph, doesn't it work like a phone?
A phonograph means a sound writing in Greek, so it doesn't mean telephone.
So they can hear us, but they can't reply.
Wouldn't say they can't hear us. We hear them. We hear their recording.
They can't hear us and they can't reply to us.
I would say they can't, no.
So what's the point of it?
Well, it's so we can hear music and voice and sounds.
So can it record sounds that haven't happened yet?
No.
What about sounds that happened earlier?
If those sounds were recorded at the time, it can't capture something that's been in the past.
It seems quite limited, to be honest.
Thanks to Edison's phonograph, classical music could now bore an audience of millions.
Oh my gosh. It seems quite limited. Has no features at all.
Past.
It seems quite limited, to be honest.
Thanks to Edison's phonograph, classical music could now bore an audience of millions.
When was the first flight that was long enough to need a toilet?
Once commercial flights developed, those flights became longer distance, and the passengers would have then needed some comforts like having a toilet on board.
That must have been a real moment the first time someone realised a plane needed a toilet. That's more impressive than the Wright brothers.
I've never thought of that as a particularly dramatic or exciting development, I'm afraid.
Why don't bicycles have toilets? You know, it would save you having to get off. Yeah. I might write that down and copyright it.
Even without a toilet, the Wright...
Some of those motorcycles, man, that they ride cross country, they might actually. Those things look like crazy.
Yeah, they do.
But I mean, she's right. If you're, why not? I don't know though.
That's weird. That's like
that would be really weird.
That's like Carl's idea to have a toilet inside of a car.
Because what if you get in an accident? Oh.
Then you got poo everywhere.
Yeah,
Ugh.
it's like, oh, we got a wipe out. Literally a skid mark wipe out on the highway. Dude shit all over himself and then fell over, and then it was nasty.
Horrible.
Anyways, that is a crazy idea that she just brought up, like the first time somebody needed to put a toilet. Like, we're going to have to put a toilet on this damn plane.
Yeah.
And it's like, who gets to use it first?
Who did use the first toilet that was created on a plane? I would like to know that.
Yeah.
Changed transportation forever in ways that still aren't fully understood.
The Wright brothers did the first proper flight over 100 years ago. How come we're still not any closer to working out how aeroplanes actually work?
But we are. We know how they work today.
But in reality, how do they work?
Well, we have mathematical equations that describe the way the air flows over the wings of the aircraft.
Can you explain how they work without resorting to science?
Without resorting to
It's difficult not to explain the science behind it, but because of the shape of its wings, the force upwards is bigger than the force downwards, so that pushes the plane up into the air.
That's your theory. Do you want to hear my theory?
Okay.
I think they run on belief. It's just because we believe planes can fly that they do. So the media has to keep up the pretense, or they're just going to start dropping out of the sky. Same with Wi-Fi. There's no way that's real. We just have to go along with this pantomime, or everything grinds to a halt.
The sky had been tamed. Next, it was the road's turn.
It's hard to say who invented the first automobile. Because so many people had a go, the Wikipedia page is too long to bother reading. But luckily it doesn't matter, because in the end, only one man became synonymous with cars. The man who made the first blockbuster automobile. He was named Henry Model T. Ford. And in a stunning coincidence, so was his car.
With its four-cylinder 2.9-litre engine pumping out 20 horsepower and a top speed of 45 miles per hour, the Model T Ford was a truly terrible car. Even worse than whatever it is your mum drives.
There's nowhere to plug in your phone, no sat-nav or music system. It doesn't even have a cup holder. Nonetheless, it was marginally better than a horse, because it didn't kick you in the head if you went behind it. And unlike on a train, You weren't likely to find yourself seated next to a psychopath, unless you stopped to pick up a hitchhiker with a screwdriver in their pocket.
But Henry Model T Ford's biggest masterstroke wasn't his car itself, but the way it was made.
Instead of employing one person to slowly make a whole car on their own, Ford employed lots of people to do just one tiny bit of the car each over and over again. It was a revolution in workplace tedium and human meaninglessness.
Mass production needed a mass human workforce. Millions flocked to the USA for a go on the American dream. The need for bigger vessels led to the invention of the Titan 1C, the world's first single-use submarine.
The Titan 1C. And what'd she say about a submarine? Oh, no.
The USA for a go on the American dream. The need for bigger vessels led to the invention of the Titan 1C, the world's first single-use submarine. For years, man had stared at the ocean, longing to sink like a stone, and the Titan 1C would make that dream come true.
It was a huge success. On her maiden voyage, the Titan 1C sailed straight from Southampton to the bottom of the sea, where the brave explorers could live in the lap of luxury for the few moments it took for them to discover that the atmosphere on the ocean floor was non-breathable.
Oh my God.
Having conquered light, sound, the sky, the road, and the bottom of the ocean, humankind was about to discover something it hadn't even heard of before, courtesy of female scientist and woman, Mary Curry.
It's not fair, is it, when a male scientist like Bruce Banner gets exposed to gamma radiation? He gets to be like a superhero, doesn't he? He gets his own comic book and movie franchise. Marie Curie just gets killed. You know, he got to be the Hulk. That's not fair, is it? You know, is it the fault of the patriarchy? Also, what is a patriarchy?
Meanwhile, other, less female scientists were working on theories of their own.
Physicist and professional tongue model Albert Einstein came up with his theory of relativity, E equals Mach2, which to this day nobody understands, and I'm only mentioning it because it turns out to be important later. Einstein reckoned nothing is faster than the speed of light, but shadows go faster than light. Like if I shine a light from a torch against that wall, but I hold the torch behind my head, my shadow gets there before the light does. How would Einstein explain that?
I think he'd say that it's all happening so quickly that you can't see it properly.
He's always got an answer, hasn't he?
The 20th century got off to a cracking start, with science shitting out innovation after innovation so quickly we can barely edit them together.
Some of these new inventions had a dark side. They could be used to kill people, not in a good way.
The First World War was known as the war to end all wars, although some historians now argue it didn't. But it was the first high-tech war, with aeroplanes, machine guns and tanks, all rising up to fight the human beings that made them.
Despite having no beliefs or ideology or hearts or souls, the killing machines were victorious. The final score was weaponry 20 million, mankind nil.
When humans go to war, it always looks quite chaotic. Is there a lot of shouting involved?
Well, it tends to be an awful lot of shouting. I mean, it can either be sort of commands being shouted, it could also be sort of, you know, the screams of people dying.
So, probably a risk of tinnitus for anyone standing nearby. It's a real pity we keep doing it. I'm not trying to be controversial, but generally speaking, war does seem a bit of a shame.
Well, it does seem to be a particularly popular human activity. Maybe it's just in our nature.
What makes us as creatures turn on each other like that? And could you keep the answer to one short sentence, because otherwise they get really pissed off in the edit?
Fear, honour and interest.
Really? Those are the three?
That's it in a nutshell.
Nice.
Well done.
Right.
I like him a lot.
I don't know who edits this, but that's going to have to do.
The barbarism of World War I inspired a wide range of harrowing war poems and pacifist...
Millions of young men died during the war, but fortunately humankind had discovered a new kind of man, the woman.
Women had always existed in the background of history, largely being used as human pets for men. tolerated for their magical ability to excrete fresh humans through their front holes.
But in the early 20th century, social scientists discovered something incredible. That a woman could do anything a man could do without the need to talk about it.
They also got the vote. Finally, women could choose which man would tell them what to do. Women began to escape their traditional uniforms, dressing...
That was a good one. That was really good. Oh, those little lines like that. Oh.
They also got the vote. Finally, women could choose which man would tell them what to do. Women began to escape their traditional uniforms, dressing less like haunted furniture and more like camp young boys. They drank, smoked and danced at high speed at an appalling frame rate.
Meanwhile, in Hollywood, a whole new kind of entertainment was being invented. Movies.
Unlike with a book, you didn't have to concentrate or use your imagination to enjoy a movie. Anyone, even very lazy or stupid people, could enjoy themselves by simply sitting down and staring at a screen, like you're doing now.
Nonetheless, early movies were completely shit, as you can see. But it's thanks to early films like this that we can see what life was really like in the olden days. Everyone moved very quickly and fell over a lot. Why do people in old films move so fast? Is it because it was their first time on camera, so they were nervous? Or because it was a silent film, so they couldn't hear the director yelling at them to slow down?
It's to do with the frame rate of the cameras was different then to what it is now.
So it's our fault. We're playing it back too fast and the actors are having to speed up to make sure they can get all the story in before the end credits. They must be panicking. What happens if they can't keep up? Would the film cut to a room the actors aren't in yet? Just footage of an empty room?
The actors are going at a regular speed. It's just the speed of the playback that makes them look like they're moving very quickly.
Could we communicate with the actors in the film and tell them that it's all right, that they can calm down?
No, they'd all be dead by now.
Oh.
Early films had subtitles, so people could still watch them on their phones with the sound off. But before too long, they figured out how to do sounds too.
What was more satisfactory to you?
Reading was redundant at last. The written word's centuries-long era of tyranny was finally at an end.
But any sense humankind was embarking on a hopeful new era was about to be shot through a bin bag. Dark clouds were gathering over Europe, with a reboot of the World War franchise about to be unleashed. Soon the world was plunged into another global war. And since this war ran on even more terrible machinery than the previous one, it seemed there would be no end to the carnage.
Then the Americans had an idea. Instead of dropping thousands of little bombs on Japan like they did to Germany, what if they dropped just one big one?
Using Einstein's theories, which I cleverly mentioned earlier, they began the Manhattan Project, run by men with hats on, who came up with something fearsome.
It's comforting, isn't it, to realise we don't have nuclear weapons these days?
Well, it depends who you mean by we. The British have got nuclear weapons and have recently indeed decided to increase the number of warheads that they possess.
Yeah, but they're blanks, aren't they? They're full of blanks.
Oh, no, not at all. No. These are fully capable missile systems with nuclear warheads. Many other states have them. I'm afraid that nuclear war and the threat of nuclear destruction remains very much with us.
The fact that she is putting on, oh my God.
Right, can we talk about something a bit more cheerful?
Anything you like.
Aww. I remember this in the clips that we saw.
Do you like ABBA?
I love ABBA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favourite ABBA song?
Dancing Queen.
Dancing Queen, yeah. Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
Next time, we'll see how a cold war between...
That was the greatest thing ever.
They cut it off a little bit on the one that we watched. We watched the compilation
that
before we got into this full one. That got me, man.
I love Professor.
I loved
Professor
his humanity
Ashley.
in that.
I think it's Ashley Jackson, but he's my favorite. He's my favorite professor in the whole wide world, and he's the sweetest guy ever. And that was the sweetest moment, even though it was all on play and he didn't know.
It
but,
got me, man.
Oh, so sweet! I have to watch it again.
Like.
Please let me watch it again.
Okay, you can.
It was just so sweet.
Many other states have them. I'm afraid that nuclear war and the threat of nuclear destruction remains very much with us.
All right, can we talk about something a bit more cheerful?
Anything you like.
Do you like ABBA?
I love ABBA.
Yeah. Yeah?
Yeah.
What's your favourite ABBA song?
Dancing Queen.
Dancing Queen, yeah. Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
Next time, we see how a Cold War between East and West paved the way for rock and roll, which paved the way for countercultural hippies who paved the way for Steve Jobs to pave the way for computers and smartphones, which paved the way for social media, which would pave the way for undoing all the progress humankind had made so far.
Oh my God,
Social
so
media
true.
has been polarising people, hasn't it? Like what's already happened to the bears.
What bears?
Polar bears.
What bears? Polar bears.
The polarized bears, man. What are you talking about? You didn't know?
I cannot even get over that. Like, this is what comedy does. And I don't know how to even explain that. But the fact that she's a comedian, she's in there invoking that kind of reaction from you, just it being cringy or even just super funny because she's overreacting on purpose. But the fact that I don't know how this show works, if they've let them know a little bit, like this is a spoof character, just go with it. Or if they just been like, here, you're doing an interview with this lady. That's it. That's all you know. But like the fact that he just said, I love ABBA, the way he said, I love ABBA, and like saw the relief, the fake relief on her face. But it was almost like maybe that was a connective moment for her too. Like, I don't know, just seeing
It was beautiful.
It restores your faith in
It was
humanity when you
beautiful.
see moments like that. It's like you can't plan for something like that.
There's
Like he didn't know he was
those
gonna say
videos on
that.
YouTube where it's like somebody's giving somebody some money, and then people in the comments are like, "This is fake," and it's like, if it made a few people feel good and it made people feel like they were gonna go and be nice to somebody after that, I don't care if it was
I
fake.
don't care if it was fake. It invoked the right thing. And that was such a beautiful moment. And I could literally watch that moment over and over again.
Yeah, seriously.
Seeing somebody, because especially when you started hearing about the nuclear weapons, every time we talk about that, you do kind of get like, well, let's stop talking about it. Like it's the fact that they're out there is a scary thing to think about. It is, but
There's some shit in this world I'm just like, I don't understand that.
yeah.
Doesn't really make a lot of sense to me, but
It's quite terrifying once you
we
get
just kind of go with it.
yeah, and just know that it's there. And it's like you have to just not think about it. That's terrifying. But just the
like-
fact that happened, that
It's one of
was
those
so
people
sweet.
who like can't go outside because like germs might touch them. I don't want to become one of those people, but there are a lot of things that could.
That could
Nuclear
turn you
weapons
into
would
that.
be one that's like,
Yeah.
I don't ever want to. What do you do?
Yeah.
I don't even want to leave the house again. Oh, to get your house.
Yeah.
I don't
You
know.
could-
I'll
we
go
could-
underground.
We could build a
Oh, well,
nuclear shelter.
You better be prepared to stay there for a very
and put
long
it on,
time.
Put it on the roof of the next tallest building that we see. Follow Only Fools and Horses.
It's like, yeah, you want to watch Oppenheimer? It's like,
No,
not really.
I don't.
No,
I don't
not
want
really,
to.
no.
Sorry.
No, I'd rather go watch Barbie.
I watched Barbie instead. Yeah.
The fuck? Anyways, all right, y'all. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye, friends.
Peace.
I'm not